Good. Let's get into sell high, buy low, and sell high. Who do you want to buy, Heath Cummings?
I want to buy Brandon Cooks. I believe the volume is still there. Nothing's changed enough in the situation to make me think he's going to have a 40% catch rate or average 5 yards per target the rest of the season. It's the same guy he was playing with last year when he put up one of the best years of his career. There's already, I think, been 3 targets in the end zone that had produced 0 points, 0 yards, 0 catches, even though he did catch one of them and got carried out of the back of the end zone. Better days are ahead for Brandon Cooks, and he's dirt cheap.
You know who wouldn't get carried out the back of the end zone? Gabe Davis. He's too big for that. But yes, it was very funny to see Heath trading DJ Moore for Brandon Cooks. It was just.
Did he trade with himself?
I know, exactly. It was very funny. Dave, who do you want to buy?
I want to buy Alvin Kamara. And this is just the great opportunity to get a running back who was, we'll call him a top 15 pick back in August, who's underwhelmed through 2 games. He also didn't play in the 3rd game. But he's still doing Alvin Kamara-like things when you watch him play. Number one, he got 7 targets last week. A lot of the targets were uncatchable. I think he dropped one of them. That sucked. But he's also breaking tackles. Hasn't had a monstrous gain yet. None of those 20-plus yard runs. But he's turning plays that should be 0 or negative yards into +6, +8 gains. And the offensive line, I'm a little worried about it. Jameis, I'm definitely worried about. But I can't help but think that this Saints offense has to get Kamara going. And I think that this isn't a bad week for them to try and do it. They're already acclimated over there across the pond in London, getting ready to play the Vikings. I think there's a window where you can get Kamara relatively cheap, certainly compared to where people draft.
Would you give up James Robinson for Alvin Kamara?
I don't think I'd do that. I think Robinson's value is super high right now. But if we're talking about, I'm looking for another running back like Cordarrelle. I said Cordero. Yeah. That's not how you pronounce it. Cordarrelle Patterson.
That's how you pronounce it, Cordarrelle?
This is new.
No, it's Cordero.
Cordero, yeah.
No. So I said it right the first time.
Yeah.
Cordarrelle.
CPAT. CPAT. Sell high on CPAT. Put somebody with him. Listen to Heath.
Cordarrelle Patterson.
Okay, I can say Okuwunam, but I can't say Corduroy.
Yes.
Corduroy Patterson.
Yeah.
Maybe this is why he's blocked me on Twitter, because I can't say his name.
All right, Dave, who are we selling?
Well, Cordarrelle Patterson.
Yeah.
Did I say it? Yay. He's definitely one guy that I think you saw. I think Zach Ertz is another sell high, but you don't have to do it yet. I'm just worried that when DeAndre Hopkins comes back, that Ertz is going to lose his mojo and his targets and won't be nearly as good of a fantasy asset as he's been through the first few weeks. He's top 4 in PPR on a per-game basis to begin the season. So I would lead off with those 2 that I would. I got another one if you want one more.
Give me one more, and then I want to expand on Cordarrelle Patterson, who is pronounced Cordarrelle and having an excellent year so far. So go ahead.
Cordarrelle. How about Najee? Coming off of back-to-back games with a touchdown. Somebody's going to want him in your league. I don't think you should expect round 1 value on him. But I think that he's somebody that you should try and sell high on. Or sell whatever. It might be more of a sell low than a sell high.
Yeah. That's the one, like, I would have to. You're still pretty high on Najee, right? Like, you got him top 12 this week, Dave?
I might. I don't know.
I'm not sure he's going to be a top 15 running back rest of the season. Like, I think it's a sell low, but I would still be doing it.
I'm 14th on the trade chart.
Amongst running backs or amongst all players?
Running backs.
Would you rather have Jamal Williams or Najee Harris rest of season?
Najee Harris. You said Jamal Williams. Did you mean Javonte?
No, I meant Jamal. I want to know just how low you were on him. Would you take a possible stud for the next 2 weeks?
No.
And a guy who still has goal line work? Okay.
No.
All right. I'm just
and as for this week, he's taking on the Jets. So I think he can find the end zone again. He might have his best game of the year. He might even get you, listen to this, hold on to your hats, 15 PPR fantasy points. Wouldn't that be a delight?
Yeah, but what do you sell him for? I mean, what do you try to even get for Najee Harris? He's still an asset. I mean, the running back is so bad right now that he's in the same boat as, James Conner and A bunch of running backs who are going to have the same type of work every week, and you hope they score.
Sure. So
Right?
I would try
Miles
and
Sanders.
I would go approach the fantasy manager that's got Kamara or Mixon or any other underperforming, underwhelming running back through the first 3 weeks of the season and try and package something up. And you shouldn't have to give up too much with Najee for one of those guys.